Hello and welcome to another Board Gamer video. I was going to record a Star Citizen State of the Game and chat about CitizenCon, but Article 11 and 13 have been voted on and passed through this stage of the European Parliament, and I wanted to talk about that and how that could affect content in the future and what exactly that means. Slightly updated versions of Article 11 and 13, Copyright Directive, were approved by the European Parliament on the 12th of September 2018. This was the so-called link tax and upload filter respectively, with the idea of bringing copyright laws in line with the digital age. Article 11 is to give publishers and news outlets a fee when companies like Google link to their content. Article 13 is to prevent the sharing of unlicensed copyrighted materials on the net. The worry is that both of these can and will be abused, and that this will really hamper the internet, content creators, and the freedom of information. In regard to Article 13, this will require sites like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter to scan and remove any potentially copyrighted material. Personally experiencing videos being demonetized, some being taken down for copyright, all of that incorrectly, does not fill me full of hope for the future. Admittedly, this happens much more rarely to me now, but the AI that's going to be responsible for taking down those videos may very well be a major problem for people like me creating videos. However, even in this nightmare scenario, it's not the end of the world. This does need to get voted on again in January by the EU member states, but it's quite possible that this will pass. People, gaming, and the internet are all dynamic. It will survive this though it may be very disruptive and it might not be the internet we know today. When it comes to my content and video content for gaming and Star Citizen, getting permissions to use that content in writing or an article will go a long way, and it's nothing we have to really worry about this second getting permission, but it's good to have the knowledge that the game or company you're supporting has that sort of like in place already. So a CIG and Star Citizen, for example, have a fandom section detailing that they allow content creators to make videos and monetize them via YouTube or similar platforms, and allow sort of like the use of their music, art, and that sort of stuff. That's great. That's really useful. I hope to see similar sections from other games, companies, and news sites in the future. If you're looking for what you can do, I suggest you use the internet, while you can, to inform yourself from multiple different sources, talk about it, be civil with others, and contact your MEP. I'll leave a link to Save Your Internet down below, which details how to get in contact with your appropriate MEP if you live in the EU. Even if you don't live in the EU, it will affect you, and you can tweet out about it, make people aware of it. There is a worry that this could damage small content creators, price them out of linking news and sources. My personal worry is that we could have a generation of news tubers that think it's appropriate to not link or use sources, and that this could cause major problems with video content that I consume and make. If YouTube constantly picked up on Star Citizen music as copyrighted, or my intro-outro music, which is from the level 1 of Hyper Vanguard Force, the minigame that's on the CIG website, even if I have permission from them to use that, it could still be damaging to me. It could still stop my videos being uploaded, and I'd have to contact someone, and it could just auto remove them, stuff like that. The idea of other people's content, content I consume, content that I watch, ideas, opinions being removed from the internet, being removed from something that I can watch or view or see, or content that I create being removed, is entirely abhorrent to me. The idea of less information, whether I agree with it or not, is just terrible. I consume so much data when it comes to research about Star Citizen and gaming every day. I watch some of the most terrible videos about total trash opinions I don't agree with at all. However, I like to understand their point of view as best I can, or I like to see the general sort of like opinions that might gravitate towards that. I like to have a pulse on the community. Removing some of that is just a bad idea, and this sort of stuff will get abused by companies. You might have companies that don't like a review of their game from someone. They can just say, nope, that's copyright, they're using bits of our game in there. Fair usage won't really apply anymore. And this is terrible. This can be used to silence people. This can be used as a giant filter. This can be used in so many abusive ways that it's terrible. And I think that's the worry. The worry is that it will be used. in those ways. One of the other things, I suppose, is that you'll have less criticism and points of view of things. If people are unable to link to articles and show those articles and link to other people's videos and use parts of their videos to criticize and talk about opinions, you're going to have less opinions. You're going to have less criticism. You're going to have less conversation and genuine engagement in things that are important. Whatever the final outcome, the internet will survive, but maybe, as I said, not in the way we know it today. However, I will be using my voice to contact my MEP again to avoid regretting not doing more. I'm not going to tell anyone what to think or what to do. I don't really want my channel to ever be political, but as this affects something so dear to my heart, I do want people to try and inform themselves about this more and make a decision on what they'd like to do. Remaining civil and talking about it helps a lot though. Feel free to talk more about Article 11 and 13 down below, and you can link to any sources or articles about it as well. But as I said, please remain civil to each other, even if someone has a different idea or different take on those articles. Thanks for watching, guys. I look forward to your comments. Take care, and I'll see you in the verse.